Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show here on Backchannel. How are you this morning? My name is Hayley Ellis. This is Allyson June Smith.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, and we are here until 8 a.m., waking you up in the best possible way. Get involved with the show if you are watching via your device. The command you need to give your device is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning. Let us know where you are in the world. Let us know what you're having for breakfast. You can let us know every little thought in your head, because we are here. Well, not every little thought. Let's just rein it in a little bit because it is breakfast. So,
Edit some of them. Edit some of the thoughts. Edit some of the thoughts.
Some of the thoughts for breakfast show. But get involved. We're an interactive show. If you are listening via an audio device, the way to get involved is head to backchannel.tv and you can chat with us via your phone that way. We're going to be playing lots of games this morning. We're going to be going through all the fun news stories, so get involved. Backchannel is the only place to listen, watch and chat with hosts live right here on your device. So good morning. Yes.
I cut you off. This is exciting, though. Also, listen, if you have a device with a screen, fantastic, join us. If not, you can still be a part of the action by joining us online. Just go to Backchannel TV and feel free to interact with us that way as well. Sometimes I forget we forget to say that. So if you don't have a device with a screen on it, by all means, join us on the web. I believe that's what the kids are calling it, the web. The web.
Join us on paper here at yeah, you can get us at backchannel.tv as well, as Allyson said there. Get involved with the show. Good morning. It is November the 15th, which, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Not long before we can say the C word, Allyson. Christmas is coming, that's the one I was saying, but we will discuss that later on in the show. But November the 15th today, firing through November month, it is famous birthdays wise. They're probably all listening. Shailene Woodley, she is 30 today. Happy birthday, Shailene. Is that how you say it? Shailene?
Yeah, Shailene.
Anyway,
yeah.
She is 30 today. Happy birthday. Hope you got all you wanted for your birthday, Shailene. Let us know. Command to give to your device is the word say, or hop on backchannel.tv and let us know if you got your right presents. Chad Kroger from Nickelback is 47 today.
Chad Kroger. I'm sorry, I'll never do that again, Chad, but as a Canadian, I have the right her.
Are they Canadian? I didn't even know that.
Nickelback is Canadian. Nobody knows that because they actually have success. As soon as Canadians have success, everyone just assumes they're from the U.S.
They're American. Yeah,
exactly. But no, Chad Kroger, Canadian. Nickelback. Yes.
If you could sing happy birthday to him in the style of Nickelback.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay,
enough. Okay, she stopped me. I thought I was nailing it, but no, I'm not.
Happy birthday, Chad. And Jimmy Choo is 73 today.
Ooh, I have one of his bags. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Do you? Does he know? I have to get that back off you.
Hey, fair and square. No, I did not. I did not steal a bag from Jimmy Choo.
I just seen it on the tube and ran up. That's my Jimmy Choo. You're out of my price range, Jimmy Choo. But if you would like to send me, obviously, no, we can't accept bribery here on the Hayley and Allyson show. Good morning. If it's your birthday today and you'd like us to celebrate or Allyson to sing you a song, let us know. Get involved. The command to give to your device is the word say. If you're watching via video, just say to your device the word say, followed by it's my birthday. Sing me a song in the style of Lady Gaga, or whatever you would like. Allyson will be doing that all morning. I've just decided. Or head to backchannel.tv. You can get involved in the chat that way, also via your phone if you're listening on a device without a screen. Yeah, it's national, by the way, Allyson. I don't know if you're aware of this. I'm just relieved this is only in the US, because apparently in the US today it is National Clean Out Your Fridge Day.
Well, if by clean out the fridge they mean eat everything in it, I have successfully done that. So well done me on National Clean Out Your Fridge Day. I've never heard of this day. My guess is they're prepping for Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is the biggest U.S. Right? So they're like, clear up that fridge. That turkey's going to take up space. Minimize until turkey time. Yeah.
That makes sense. Because I I can't remember the last time I cleaned out my fridge, and I'm just, do you know when you've got like stuff stuck to the back? Like it looks like Han Solo sort of stuck to the back of the fridge. I'm like, oh, this really needs a, like Leonardo DiCaprio just clinging onto a bit of an ice at the back of the fridge. Like this really needs to get cleaned out. But yes, if you're cleaning out your fridge today, get involved with the show. Let us know what's the most horrific thing you find in there. Also, as ever, every single day, Monday to Friday, here on the Hayley and Allyson show, we are joined by producer Will. Hi, producer Will.
Good morning. How's it going?
Morning. Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm good, full of energy. I had a very relaxing weekend. I did absolutely nothing. It's the first time in a long time that I've not had to do any work over the weekend. So it was ace. I watched 3 movies. I did a bit of Christmas shopping. I went out dancing.
What were the movies you watched? Can we ask?
Okay, so me and my housemate, we were flicking through Netflix and we were trying to find something to watch. So we watched a trailer for a movie. And then
you're classing that as a film now.
Hang on.
Like, oh.
I'm getting there. We watched a trailer for a movie and we're like, oh yeah, okay, we'll watch this one. So then we like paused for a minute whilst we like made dinner and came everything out. And then we went back to it. And I was like, why isn't anything that's in the trailer happening in the movie? Like this is like, you would almost think that it's a completely different movie. And it was. We were watching the wrong movie.
Classic Will.
So, because they were both films about cowboys starring Idris Elba. Okay. So I was like, well, maybe we're going to have like a flashback and that's what we saw in the trailer. So anyway, I watched 2 films. So then last night I watched the film that we had actually watched the trailer for the first time around. So I watched 2 films about cowboys starring Idris Elba. And I watched The Boys of the Band, which is from 2019. It's got like Jim Parsons and Zachary Quinto in it. It's about like New York.
It's about boys in a band?
No, it's about boys in an apartment in New York in the 60s.
Oh, there you go.
No bands involved.
Thanks for that very long, convoluted story about films.
That's okay. Anytime. I've got loads of them. I've got loads of long, convoluted stories.
Oh, good.
Producer Will is here. He's going to be telling us stories. He's going to be fact-checking for us throughout the rest of the day. Lovely producer Will is back in his box room now. But like I say, here at Backchannel on the Hayley and Allyson show, we are an interactive show. Get involved. The best way to do, if you're watching via a visual device, is the command is to say the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us. Just hello. A simple hello would be lovely this morning. Or you can get involved via backchannel.tv to chat with us via your phone. Do so that way. Plenty of ways to get involved, but do join in the fun. During then, Allyson, if you're watching on the live feed, my light nearly came crashing down as producer Will was talking because I moved and literally we really nearly had a light. That would have been great content though, wouldn't it?
That all the listeners, you would have just heard a crash, maybe an oh no, and then Hayley would have been gone, and it would have been very fun. And then she would have returned darker than before because I'm imagining the light.
But there you go. If you were lucky enough to watch that fire screen, you would have had a hilarious 2 seconds there. Good morning. Coming up in the show for the rest of the day, maybe my light fitting will fall down. Who knows? We're here for 2 hours. Got a lot of time to fill. So coming up, we've got the 1-star movie review. We take a movie that's been basically several people have given it 1 stars. We read out their reviews and you have to guess what the movie is. Fun game that we do every day here on the Hayley and Allyson show. We're going to be doing our agony auntie section. Myself and Allyson are your glamorous aunties. We will be trying to solve your problems or make them worse, as some people have said. I'm also going to be playing a game of true or false. Myself and Allyson again, a little bit of competitive. It's the start of the week. We're at 0-0 now, so help us by getting involved in our true or false game. We're going to be going through the news stories very shortly as well. Fun news stories from around the world. We don't like the news stories that we basically don't want to bring you down here on Backchannel. We don't want to be telling you what's actually going on in the world because it's all a little bit doom and gloom, isn't it? But we're going to bring you the stories that are a little bit of light relief, make you feel a little bit better about your day. For example, Allyson, I don't know if you've seen this story in the news. Apparently, Joe Biden was farted close to... Have you seen this? There's a story about Joe Biden farting near Camilla Parker Bowles, who is what's her royal title now? Is she the Duchess of Kent?
Is she
Duchess of Cornwall? Yeah, she's Duchess of Cornwall. Anyway, Camilla Parker Bowles, Charles's wife. She's can't stop talking about it because Joe Biden had to meet her recently. They were on a trip together, and apparently he kept farting in her company, and it was so loud that apparently she's been bringing it up a lot. What a story! What a time to be alive! Oh, there you go, Billy. Billy, you've joined us at the right time. Billy has said good morning. Good morning, Billy. Hope you're well. You've joined us just in time to hear about Joe Biden farting. Hope you're enjoying your breakfast, Billy.
Do you know what, though? Here's the thing. Joe's got a lot on his plate. He's cleaning up some messes. He doesn't have time to worry about keeping in farts. Like, that's the last thing.
He's going to be cleaning up more messes if he doesn't keep them in his pants.
Camilla can't stop talking about it. I mean, come on, Camilla. You farted. I'm sure Camilla has let one rip. And whoever it happened in front of, they're not going around talking about it. Clean it up,
I would.
Camilla.
If she, no. If you'd met Camilla and she just let one slip, that's the first thing you'd ever say. And from then on, every little fact you ever said, like, tell you 3 things about you. You'd be like, well, I met Camilla. Pass wind.
Farted in front of me.
It smelled like pheasant. Like,
and
Biden.
fine herbs.
I mean, he's in his 70s, isn't he? I mean, I barely can hold him in now, so God bless him. No wonder he's every step he takes must be one passing wind with him. Like, that's how he manages to get movement.
You don't want to be behind him when he's jogging. You do not want to be behind him when he's jogging. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's Billy. Billy, good morning, Billy again. He said, poor Joe, he's an old man. Exactly. Yay! That is exactly what I was saying. He is in his 70s. He's going to be doing that a lot now. It's just commonplace. It's, So, Camilla, she's knocking on a bit as well. It's going to happen to you soon, Camilla. Don't you worry. It's coming for you. These are the big news stories we're bringing you today here on Backchannel. Oh, get involved with the chat like Billy has done this morning. The way to do so, the command to give to your device is the word say. If you're watching via a visual device, all you need to do is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. Let us know if you've ever smelled Camilla Parker Bowles. Because we're that kind of show. Or if you are listening via an audio device, the way to get involved is use your phone or other web device and go to backchannel.tv and you can enter the chat that way. Any news stories taking your eye this morning, Ali?
Yes, I did love this. There is a man, Alan Pidgley. Oh, I'm the worst at saying Pid, because there's a D and a G right next to each other. Pidgley. And apparently, Alan loves his pigeons, right? Alan's been raising some pigeons, keeping pigeons. I don't know how much of a thing this is in the US, but in the UK, people keep pigeons. My
granddad does. My granddad does.
I remember that. You had a whole show about it, did you not? Yeah, people keep pigeons. It's a big thing. Our neighbors, the little boys, have 2 pigeons, and just 2. And they do make a fair bit of cooing noise constantly. So what happened is, I believe Alan, who is 70 years old, has a flock of 15 pigeons. And apparently, one of the neighbors complained about the noise of the pigeons. So the city council came and checked it out, and they were like, fair enough. Pigeons are quite loud. They could be heard over garbage trucks. It could be heard over like just general traffic in the area. And so the council decided, yes, this is a sound issue. And so Alan has been fined. Some of the other neighbors are very upset about this, though, because they think it's wonderful that he's been keeping pigeons, that kids go and see the pigeons. It's been a bit of a community thing. So some people, other neighbors, are offering to pay the fine. So there's a little bit of a thing going on there.
Some would say it's Pigeon Street. Did you have Pigeon Street, the cartoon? Maybe it's just a UK thing. We had a. Oh, well, there you go. Absolutely reference that no one will get other than me. Good morning. Yeah, we used to have a kids' TV show called Pigeon Street, which was a cartoon. Listen, I think if you're from the England, whereabouts in the country is this again, Allyson? Is it the north of England?
I'm trying to figure that out right now. I'm looking right now.
Are you like not on Google Maps, just zooming in? I can see the pigeons.
Where is? I see the pigeons. They are flying. I'm looking. Fine.
Yeah. While you're doing that, Allyson, great pun from Billy. He said, "Alan Pigeonly."
Oh, hey. Billy, you're on form this morning. Do you want a job? Well done. Thank you for joining us. I am looking. I literally cannot find
the reason that I asked though, Alice, because if you're from the north of England, pigeons basically are your house comes with a pigeon. I mean, like if you buy the house, you're basically signing up to have pigeons live with you, basically.
It's true. Do they not have that many pigeons in the south?
You sounded really Irish then for some reason. Did they not have that many pigeons in
the south? Sometimes Canadians do sound Irish, just so you know. When I first moved here, a lot of people would be like, "Oh, from Ireland?" I was like, "No, Calgary, Alberta, Canada." Southampton. So it's south. Southampton is where the Pigeon Gate is happening.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a sort of common thing up north, maybe. Like my granddad races pigeons, but not against them because he'd never win. Can't fly. Little joke.
Billy had a little competition here this morning. Hayley's throwing in her own little puns. All right.
But they are incredibly noisy and they are incredibly pooey as well. You know, that's good morning. But yeah, so I can imagine that they wouldn't be to everyone's taste if you had to live next door to them. But no. There you go. Good morning.
Did you have Sesame Street growing up?
Yeah, of course we did.
Okay, so let's remember Bert and Ernie. Bert was a big pigeon. Do you remember how he'd even do a dance called Do the Pigeon?
I don't remember this.
100%. Listen, if you're listening out there and you remember Sesame Street, back me up. Say to your device, say, Allyson, I remember the pigeon dance. And he would do a little dance and he'd even coo like the pigeon. So he'd get a and there we go. I think I nailed pigeon right there. Did I not?
And they wonder why children never stop coming on in... Why aren't they doing well at math? Because they're too busy cooing like a pigeon because they've seen it on Sesame Street. There we go. We're talking pigeons here this morning. Billy has asked that you demonstrate the pigeon dance, please, Allyson, for those watching on the live feed. So I think that's a great request. If anyone's got any more impressions you'd like Allyson to do, get in touch.
What he would do is he'd make a pigeon. So he'd put his hands under his armpit to make a wing. This is for you. Here we go, Billy. Then he'd dart his head back and front and back like a pigeon. So if you're looking.
I mean, this is great content here on the Hayley and Allyson show this morning. And some people will say that we will do anything for money, and they are completely correct. Allyson June Smith, pigeon impression on the Hayley and Allyson show.
You can't see my feet. You can't see my feet, Billy, but trust me, they are moving, pal.
Yeah, well, they webbed as well. There you go. Especially. This is the Allyson show live on Backchannel. We are here until 8 a.m. discussing the news stories this morning. Very, very loosely. Billy said that's made his morning. There you go, Billy. We like to help.
Billy, that's all it takes. And you join us every day. I will do some sort of dance for you specifically. Actually,
right, Allyson, you might want to.
That sounds wrong, Billy. You join us just to enjoy our lovely company, and I'll dance like a pigeon.
But you can catch us at between the hours of 11 and 12 on a different show. No, I'm joking. So another news story that has been in sort of made me laugh a lot this morning. UFOs, Allyson. Do you believe they exist?
Look, I knew we were going to get into talk about this, and I have to be honest with you, everyone. Okay, aliens and UFOs are genuinely a little bit of a fear of mine. I have a little bit of I'm scared of the idea because obviously they exist. We have so many universes, but I just think, I don't know, it terrifies me. The thought of if an alien just landed in front of you, it would be so hard to even grasp that concept. It's a terrifying thought to me. So yes, Hayley, I do believe in them. Do I want to see them? Never.
Well, I mean, I'd rather see aliens than some of the people I see day to day, to be honest with you. I'd rather face them than some shopkeepers, or I'd be like, oh, I'd rather take an alien. But apparently in France, obviously there's lots of people saying this is a hoax. They're not sure, but it's some sort of, it says cigar-shaped UFO spotted in the sky. Now, maybe someone's just lit a cigar and threw it. I don't know. Could be, but there's multiple people in France have got footage of this legendary Tic Tac spacecraft because it's so small, it looks like a tiny little Tic Tac that's sort of hovering around the sky. Lots of different people got footage of it. Similar sort of bean-shaped object. This time it's like white, sometimes it's orange and glowing, and there's lots of little footage of it. If you go online, you can type it in, you can see the footage yourself. To me, it just looks like a giant. We call them Wotsits. You probably call them Cheetos. It just looks like a flying Cheeto in the sky. So if that's what the UFOs are travelling in on, I don't know if they'll make it home because it does not look that sturdy. But there you go. UFO potentially spotted there. I can see that Michelle has joined us. Good morning, Michelle. Hope you are well. You are listening to the Hayley and Allyson show here on Backchannel. We are discussing the latest news stories, such as a UFO spotted in France. Have you ever seen a UFO of yourself, Allyson?
No, fortunately, I have not. However, I'll tell you this. They are usually spotted on country roads, everyone. I've done my research. I stay off country roads late at night. It is always in desolate kind of like areas of like forests. And yeah, that's where normally they arrive. So I'm not surprised. France, I bet you it was in a less populated area. It makes perfect sense. If I was to think like an alien, I would 100% appear
and it's
in
also
France.
like if aliens started targeting like professors, then maybe I'd start believing. Do you know what I mean? It's never really like someone who's like, you know, that I'd actually genuinely believe if they said it. Say like you said to me, I've seen a UFO. I believe you, Allyson. I'd take your word.
Oh, thanks, Hayley. I appreciate that. You would still be concerned about me and look for help, but you know, I would believe her. I would
believe you. And as they're putting you in the back of that van, I would still say I believed you. Just that you needed some assistance.
Well, wait until you see how I show you how they dance. You have no idea. Alien dancing. Billy, that's coming up tomorrow for you. Well, that's great. Okay, so I have another little article here. Jeff Bezos, right, claims that humans will be born in space and Earth will be a home one day.
Do you know what, Jeff? I would just love a holiday home anywhere, let alone in space. I'd take a holiday home at the end of my drive at the minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this guy, I mean, all of his homes are holiday homes. Every home he owns is a holiday home at this point. But yeah, his big thing is he believes billionaire Amazon founder Jeff Bezos says people will give birth in space and you will be able to visit Earth just as easy as going to Yellowstone National Park.
Can I just say, Allyson, I've just thought of something really good. If you gave birth in space, the baby would just float away, wouldn't it? Would it just float off?
Well, I'm sure people would grab the baby and tend to the baby. I'm sure it would be the same as they don't allow the baby to drop on the floor. I'm sure they would not allow the baby to float up. Billy wants to go on vacation with aliens. I'm with you, Billy. Wouldn't that be great? A little holiday with some aliens. Maybe Hayley's baby's up there. It would be a wonderful experience.
And what are we talking about this morning? We are talking aliens, floating babies. We're here till 8 a.m. Join in the madness as Billy has done. The command to give to your device is the word say. Let us know where you're listening in the world. Let us know what you are up to for the rest of the day. Let us know if you would like to give birth in space. We're here. We're here. If you are not listening via a device where you can see us, the best way to get in touch is joining the chat on backchannel.tv. Just head there on your phone and you can join it in the chat that way as well. So yeah, Jeff Bezos there. Do you reckon like Amazon can start delivering to space soon as well?
Well, I think that's exactly what he's going for. I think he's just like, I don't even need humans up there. What is up there? Let me start delivering packages to them now. That's what he's thinking. He's like, I've got an army of things ready for these people. They don't even know it. I can't believe I'm blanking on the what are they called? The things that fly in the air and spy on you and deliver things. Drones. He's got a ton of drones ready to go. The space
Do
drones.
you know what? Have you ever flown a drone? They're incredibly hard. Fair play to anyone who can actually do that. But my nephew had one at Christmas, just smashed it into a wall, broke into like 10 pieces straight away. Fair play to these people flying them around space. I couldn't even fly a child's one.
Well, no, not at all. Oh, Billy's jumped in again. Billy, I love you. Delivering babies in space by Amazon. Yes, that will be what will happen next. We will have.
We sound like, so it's like this is such late night chat. Do you know when you're like sort of pondering the world? But we're on a breakfast show this morning. Thank you, Billy. Where in the world are you listening from? Billy, oh, you're from Wisconsin. I can see that here via your device, Billy. Thank you for getting involved in the chat this morning. We appreciate all your interactions. Like Billy, if you want to get in touch, the command to give to your device is the word say. We're going to be playing a little game now, which is very exciting. It's a staple here at the Hayley and Allyson show. It is our 1-star movie review. So what we do here on the Hayley and Allyson show is we take a movie that's been given 1 star by several angry people online. Doesn't mean it's a bad movie, does it, Allyson?
No, this movie could be a quality blockbuster hit that has received awards. It could be up there as one of the greatest all-time films. However, the people who write these reviews, Hayley and I have decided, are just bitter and frustrated on the inside, and they have no other way to get their anger out, so they do it through reviews. Now, we review all sorts of things. Today, we are back on movies, so this is 1-star movie reviews. All the reviews that we will read are from different people, so yes, there are a lot of angry, resentful people out there, and we like to air their anger. That is what we do. So we'll read you out some of the reviews, and from this, just give it a guess. Let's see if we can figure out the movie. All you got to do is, if you have a screen device, say, and give us the name of the movie, and if not, well, then you feel free to join us on backchannel.tv, and you can join in that way and type up your old answers. So let's start off. So Hayley and I also, we like to read these reviews giving each other motivation. So Hayley, would you like to read first, or would you like me to read first? What would you feel like this morning?
Okay, Allyson, I would like you to read the first review.
Okay.
In the style of someone who's been waiting a long time to be served in a restaurant.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Okay. Here we go. A catastrophe. A movie with well-known artists, no decent story, moving at snail pace, and in the end being a dead duck. What is wrong with the film industry? What are they trying to achieve? It made me think of 2001: A Space Odyssey, which set this trend in 1968, but this movie lacks credibility and a story that doesn't quack. I was trying to sound exhausted. I was exhausted from waiting for something.
I like the way you describe your motivation. I was exhausted.
I was tired. So it's a catastrophe. A movie with well-known artists, no decent story, moving at a snail pace. I do like that. And in the end, being a dead duck. Wow, I've never heard a movie being called a dead duck. This person is serious. What's wrong with the film industry? I love it. Questioning the industry itself. It made them think of 2001: A Space Odyssey, which set this trend in 1968. So similar, like Space Odyssey, but it lacks credibility and a story that doesn't quack. Going back to the dead duck. See what they did there? See what they did there? I like it.
Funny guy or gal. If you think you know what the film is from those clues, it's not a clue. It's a 1-star review that someone's actually left this film. Get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word say if you're watching by the visual feed, or you can get involved in the chat at backchannel.tv via your phone or other device. Get involved that way. What film are we talking about? What film has this person left 1-star review? I'm going to read another review out now. This is a different person who also left this film 1 star. But which film is it, Allyson? How would you like me to read this clue out?
I would like you to read this clue as if you are Ooh, as if you are, let's say you're a parent, you're at the school pickup, you're picking up your child, and another parent has angered you, right? And you've lost it. You're tired. So I want you to be a
There's a
parent.
lot of backstory here,
Yeah, I
Alison.
want you to be a parent fighting with another parent. I want you to be an angry parent letting loose on another parent. Go.
Okay, but a lot of backstory that
I like backstory.
Yeah, I know. I just maybe thought just angry would be an emotion, but that's fine. Parent waiting at the gates. I've already forgot the backstory. It's that long. Okay.
Your name is Lisa. You were born in no.
She's an Aries. People commented on how wrong the science is. Sci-fi has to follow known physics, and its metaphysics, like time travel, has to have an established universe. Me, I can't comment because it was so hard to stay alert. Got brain fuzz and just kept tuning out.
Excellent. That was excellent, Hayley. I could see you trying to keep your cool, because, you don't want to totally lose it on the ground. Well done. That was really good.
We are doing the 1-star movie review game here on Backchannel on the Hayley and Allyson show. We're reading out reviews that got left 1 star online, but which film are we talking about? So far, we know it's a catastrophe movie. It's set in space. A lot of people are commenting that they don't think it's very science-like or true to its roots, but which film are we talking about? Billy has joined in the chat. He has guessed, is it Gravity? We will be letting you know shortly, Billy, whether it is right or not. If you've got a guess, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess, like Billy has done. Or the other way to get involved is head to your phone or device at backchannel.tv, and you can do your guesses that way. Let's read out another 1-star review, Allyson, that this was left.
Okay. Give me my motivation, Hayley.
Okay. Now I will, because you were very in-depth with mine. So, this is a man called Trevor. Okay. Now, he's had a very long day at work. He's a truck driver, you see. Had a row with his wife. Broke down on the side of the freeway, whatever you call it over there in the States.
Highway.
Highway, yeah. And he's making a call back home to get assistance.
Okay. I literally am holding my fingers up to my face to make it seem like I'm on the phone. Entire film is quite slow and full of annoying narration. It makes the film unwatchable. There is action in the film, shooting at the moon, attacked by monkeys, and fighting in the spacecraft. But all the action is not intense. Have slow motion, and it's too short. Very bored.
I enjoy this so much. We are reviewing the 1-star movie review here on the Hayley and Allyson show. We are reading reviews out that people have left online that they've given 1 star to. It's all one film they're talking about. Well, which film is it? Basically, in summary, the Allyson's one, they just said there's an attack by monkeys. It's set in space. Which film are they talking about? Not space monkeys, as someone's just messaged in. No, it's an attack by monkeys. There's fighting in spacecraft, but which film are they talking about? It's a catastrophe film. Put my teeth back in this morning. But which film are they talking about? We'll give you a few more clues. I can see you've got people guessing. Well done if you've got the answer right so far. I can't tell you if you have or haven't yet, because I'm going to let you know in a little bit. Got to keep you hanging on to see whether you're right. And listen, you could be in with a chance of winning. What could they win, Allyson?
Satisfaction of knowing that you are smarter than everyone else this morning.
Exactly that. No prize, just smugness. That's what you win here on the Hayley and Allyson show. Right, one more review. This is another person who also gave this film 1 star. How would you like me to read this, Ali?
Hayley, I would like you to read this as someone who has been working at a call center all day, someone who works on the phones selling, I don't know, products that are useless. All right. So you have been on the phone all day. You work in a call center. That is your motivation.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm just getting into it. I'm just getting into the vibe. Can I have a little pee break before? That's what they do in call centers. Can I have a pee break?
They always take a little
pee break. Okay. The only entertaining part of this involved space monkeys. The rest of it was as dull as dishwater. The science was just made up and even looked as stupid as it actually was. Worse than gravity, even.
Oh.
The main actor was probably a robot. We never found out. And that was about it. A turnip could have played his part more believably.
Wow. That person is not messing around throwing in turnip talk. Yeah, right? Turnip talk.
Turnip talk. It says there it's worse than Gravity. So Billy guessed earlier, is the film Gravity? Well, we know now it's not, because this film is worse than it, according to these people on the internet. But which film are we talking about? Get your guesses in. Billy's now changed his mind and is guessing Interstellar. Another person said Gravity as well, Amy, but we know that's not right. So which film are they talking about? It's a space film. Let's just give it a little bit of a summary. It's a catastrophe movie. It involved in space monkeys. There's an attack in there, fighting in the spacecraft. But which film are they talking about? The command to give to your device is the word say if you're watching via the visual feed. If you are not, if you're listening via an audio device, head to backchannel.tv if you want to get involved with the guesses. You can make your guess there. Now we're going to do a section which we call the spoon-fed round, where we basically tell you what it is via a series of clues. And if you don't get it from this, you never will. So, released in 2019. Directed by James Gray. Who did it star, Allyson?
It was starring the dreamy Brad Pitt, Tommy Lee Jones, Liv Tyler, and good old Donald Sutherland, everyone. One heck of a cast. Interesting choices, and I love it. The title means "to the stars" in Latin.
But what film are we talking about? Several people got very angry about this, left it 1 star online. Do you know? We've had another guess of The Martian. Listen, keep your guesses coming in. We will be doing the reveal very, very shortly. I can tell you now that Billy has now got the right answer.
Billy knows his sci-fi. Billy is on this wow, Billy. Amazing. So...
as has Stephen in California. Well done, you have got the answer correct. Allyson, let's say, what was the film? Let's tell them what the film was. We've got a few correct answers in. Well done for getting involved and taking part in the game. But the answer that we were looking for, the film that people left 1 star to, is...
Ad Astra.
Ad Astra was the film in question. Have you seen the film, Ali?
I have not. So it is now on my list of sci-fi things to see.
That list of mine is very short because I do not like sci-fi. But welcome to... No.
I love a little sci-fi. To me, it's bordering on horror film. That's why I like sci-fi. I will. And sometimes they're so funny and cheesy that they're a good laugh, everyone. Sci-fis can be a good laugh. So I'm going to add Astra to my list only because apparently there are fighting space monkeys. I'm in.
She's in. Producer Will, is he there? Hello.
Yes, good morning. Hello. Ad Astra is a weird film. Allyson, I do think you would like it purely because of the space monkeys. It's a bit bizarre, but it's weird. It's good though. I liked it. I saw it at the movie theater with my mum. And it's good. It's a good pick. Also, there seems to be a bit of an accidental space theme happening in today's show. And for that, that was not by design. That just kind of happened because we've also got a space-themed true or false coming up.
Oh my goodness, you guys!
So
we didn't even mean.
Yeah, there we go.
Didn't happen deliberately, but yeah, I would say go and watch Ad Astra. I would give it at least 4 stars out of 5, or 7 stars out of 10.
Or 7 out of 10.
Like
you gave us 2 different types of charts, Will. I do like that. If you want it out of 5, here's 5. If you want it out of 10, here's 10. Okay, can I sidetrack just a quick, and I don't know if I've talked about this. Have we talked about when you go to the theater and popcorn? Have we talked about popcorn already? The difference?
Yeah, you've got very angry about it because in the UK, we have dry popcorn that you got very angry at me about. Is that right?
Yes. Yes, because in North America, when you go to eat popcorn in the
very
theater,
passionate about this.
I am because It's a shocking. I mean, those of you listening in the States, I mean, we got Todd, we got Billy, we got Benjamin, we got a ton of people listening. Believe me when I say they do not put butter on their popcorn. They eat dry popcorn where they add salt or sugar. Just sit with that for a minute, everyone. Rocking up to a theater, ready to see the movie that you want, dreaming about your buttered popcorn that, let's be honest, you're probably going to add some seasoning flavor to it. You're going to add salt and vinegar. You're going to add white cheddar. These are the dreams that happen.
White cheddar?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can add white cheddar flavoring to your popcorn. It's, oh, Billy, ooh, I need butter on my popcorn. Exactly, Billy. Exactly. Thank you. I just wanted to bring it up again. I just want you to realize I'm going to make you guys popcorn with butter. I want you to feel and taste the difference.
Can I make it at home, Allyson? How would I make it at home?
You can make it at home. You can absolutely make it at home. All you got to do is pop yourself some popcorn and then melt some butter. I always add a little bit of salt too. And then what you want to do is you want to pour in the butter, but really distribute it so there's butter all throughout the popcorn. Okay, so you get a little bit of butter on all the popcorn, add a little bit of salt. It's magic.
I feel like I would have a heart attack. At the weekend, I bought from the supermarket a bag of popcorn that was a mixture of salt and sweet, salty
Sweet and salty.
Sweet.
Yep.
Sweet and salty, if you will. Where do you stand on that? So it's not just salty, it's not just sweet.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of that.
Me too. Big fan.
Yeah. Although I do think, Allyson, that because now in the States as well, it's come over here a bit now. Like you basically pour everything into your popcorn. So like get the sweets, get the candy. So
like
it's
little M&Ms.
Do a crazy mix.
Honey Oreos.
Yeah. A lot of people do that. So every handful is like a magical surprise, right? Do I have chocolate? Do I have popcorn? Do I have M&Ms? What's in there? I don't know. It's very exciting.
Yeah. Do I have bits that have been picked up off the carpet? It's like someone's just swept the side. It's like, you know, your kids finish playing, you're going, right, just put that in there, you can eat
That'll
that.
be fine. There's some like somebody's glasses, a hair, whatever else people drop on the floor at the movie theatre.
I wonder what the weirdest thing has ever been found in a movie theatre. Someone at a gig once. So me and Allyson are stand-up comedians, and I was chatting to a lady who worked in a theatre, cinema, and I said, what's the weirdest thing you found in there? And she said, not found, but someone handed her on the way out a used diaper.
Oh my.
Just open. Anyway, enjoy your breakfast this morning on the Hayley and Allyson show.
There's somebody on TikTok who does like videos of what they find at the club after everybody's gone home, which is a lot of food. People bring like, you know, ketchup and all kinds of stuff to the club. And then there's somebody else who does it for like they empty out the ball pit, you know, in like a soft play area or something.
Oh no, nobody wants to know what's in that.
No, thank you.
That's
they're
how
like
they found
put on those
penicillin.
massive gloves that go up to their elbows. And then they're like empty out of the ball pit or something. No,
they
thank
could
you.
do a sci-fi film on that, I
They
swear.
could. That's where some of the aliens come from. Things that have like
Stephen King's inspiration has been found in soft play centers.
Anyway, there you go.
Thanks, Will.
Thanks, Will.
That reminder. Good morning. You are listening to the Hayley and Allyson show here on Backchannel. We are here until 8 a.m. Get involved in the show if you'd like to take part. If you're watching via the visual feed, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. Or if you're listening to a device, then the way to get involved, head to the chat on your phone or other device by visiting backchannel.tv. Very shortly, we're going to be playing I'm going to say playing. It's not a game, is it, Allyson?
It's not a game. This is people's lives. This is not a game. No, I'm kidding. I don't mean to make that sound so serious. We love doing our agony aunt section because we like to hear what's going on. So we want to encourage you if you have a problem or if you know of someone who has a problem, and you like a little input. Again, Hayley and I are not professional therapists. However, we care, and we like to give you some suggestions to kind of help you out. So if you have anything you would like to share with us, please, by all means. In fact, if you have something you'd like to add, or maybe someone has shared a problem that you're like, oh, I've been through this, by all means, again, just join us. get on, the website, backchannel.tv, type in some answers or some solutions, or join us live if you have a device that has a screen by saying say to your by saying say by saying say to your device and join in. So let's do this. Let's get into some agony aunt stuff. Here we go.
You give me the first problem, Allyson, and I will solve this like that.
Wonderful.
Like that.
Just like that. Hayley's got quick answers. So we have Jennifer from Arizona. Jennifer, thank you for sharing with us. I recently became the lead on a new project, and I am working with a boss I've known for years, but this is my first time working directly under her, although it is not my first time leading a project. Okay. She wants me to check in with her over the phone every few days, brackets, while we're all still working from home, end bracket, which I have no problem with. If we could keep it short to go over what I'm working on and what I plan to do next. But unless I strategically plan calling her before scheduled meetings we have with other people, she'll keep me on the line for hours. And a lot of the time, it's not just about work, but rather her personal life too. Oh, here we go. How do I tell her that I'd rather keep our conversation shorter and more focused on work? What do you think, Hayley? She's got a chatty Cathy supervisor.
I would just say, when she starts chatting on, just say, is this going to take long? Just be just be direct to the point. Cool story. When does it end? You could try maybe saying that. I mean, some of these will get you fired.
Cool story. When does it end?
I'm not saying that these will work, but they will get her to wrap it up. Have you tried telling your therapist this one? I need to talk about work at the minute. Maybe stuff like this. You could, would keep it snappy. It might mean that your job gets terminated, but she's not chatting as much as she. Allyson, have you got a serious answer that you can maybe actually genuinely?
Hayley, are you saying your answers aren't serious? This is ridiculous.
Well, no, I hate that. Do you know when people go all around? Listen, time is very precious. So don't be telling us a long story. It's like when producer Will tells us about a film he's watched. Very, very long. Very long. Almost as long as watching The Shawshank Redemption is hearing producer Will talk about it. I love you, producer Will. But yeah, like just get to the point. This isn't, this is working time. So, you're going to talk work, fair enough, but make it short.
Here's what I would do, Jennifer. Here is my advice for you. Before you speak to your boss, always send an email just saying, hey, I just wanted to talk about these things when I call. And then as soon as you get on the phone, say, hey, sorry, Jennifer, I have to leave by this time. So I just want to address. So what you can do is say you have other calls scheduled about the project. You're going to be speaking to somebody. You give a time frame before the conversation even gets going. And also, like I said, if you send a little email going preliminary, I just had some questions about this. I thought we could chat about that when I call you at this time, and then I'll be leaving at this time. I think giving a heads up on your time frame, I think that's professional. I think it's exactly what successful business people do, and I think it nips it in the butt, Jennifer. That would be my advice to you.
Very good. Allison's very good at this. Billy said you could just say you're about to go into a meeting, but she's your boss, though. Would she'd be like, no, you're not. I'm like, I'm your boss. No, what meeting? Another job interview? No, Allison's gives good advice. I'd probably say that, or you could say, oh, I'm expecting another phone call with my therapist because my boss is taking up a lot of my time. So
You could even say, hey, I'm doing this now. I'm writing emails and giving a preemptive, because I find I get off the top. I love talking to you so much. Lisa, that's the boss's name. Oh, Lisa, I could talk to you all day. Sometimes I just feel like I get caught up in talking about things. So I just want to keep things on track. So you could actually lie and put it on you and be like, oh, such a chatty Cathy. Let's get right to the point. That way, again, I'm a deceiver when it comes to trying to get through problems. This is what I
Allyson, you've said that to me before. Hey, Hayley, I could talk to you all day, but I got to get.
But I really got to
use that me before. Sometimes on this show. Really gonna run.
Billy just said, Hayley, is this why you're self-employed? I love you, Billy. You're fantastic.
Hey. Listen, if you have a problem you would like us to not solve, then the command to give to your device is the word say. Let us know your problem, or you get involved on the chat, backchannel.tv. You can tell us your problem that way, and we can maybe, well, Allyson will assist you, and I will possibly make the problem worse. Producer Will, are you there?
Hello. I feel really short because my chair's broken and it keeps sinking.
You're really small.
Yeah.
I
just gradually. It's funny.
If you're watching the visual feed, Producer Will is 2'1". Could you give Allyson a problem, Will? Have we had anything through that Allyson could solve?
We have. Thanks, Hayley. This one is from Ralph, who's in Nevada.
Great.
Hey. They said, I have a really good friend who is just the worst at texting or emailing back and is starting to really make me angry. I cannot remember the last time I got a response from her that wasn't at least 36 hours after my initial message. That's hard to say. She's overall just a very forgetful and absent-minded person. What can I do? I love her and we both care about each other, but I'm having such a hard time with these feelings of resentment and bitterness.
Okay, Ralph, I understand. I get it. It is frustrating, because there are all different types of people. Some people are really quick at replying. Some people like to take their time. Ralph, I know you're like, oh, my friend's a little spacey, she's a little forgetful. Sometimes, Ralph, people need some time to ingest the information or the question that you have asked. So, I mean, some people aren't quick to respond. Maybe this person gets really caught up and gets a lot of things in their head. So when they get something instantly thrown at them, it takes them a while to process it because they're processing things from before still. The other thing too, Ralph, because I have to admit, I'm a little bit this way. I am not the best at immediately responding. And my friend did get agitated. And we had a talk. We had a heart-to-heart talk. And what I promised was I would immediately respond. It may not be completely the response that he's looking for. But I will be like, hey, got your message. I'll get back to you. At least so there's an acknowledgement. So you could have that conversation. Again, not attacking, but an open conversation. The other thing I want to say, Ralph, if you know you love this person, they're friends, maybe you have to change your expectations.
They're probably not doing it to be malicious.
Yeah. I don't think it is a malicious thing, Ralph. And sometimes it's like, that's what we have to do. We have to go, okay, look, I accept that Janine doesn't answer text right away. So you know what? Maybe the code could be, if I text you, fine. If I call you after that, I need an immediate answer for something. Like, again,
so that was going to be...
Yeah.
Sorry, Allyson. That was going to be one of my bits of advice, is just, like, could you just do phone calls instead?
Yeah.
Would that help? Because then maybe, it doesn't have to be a long phone call, like the problem before Jennifer's problem, but just a quick one, just to, like, chat, and then that's it.
Yeah. Because sometimes people, too, if you're just sending something quick or funny, sometimes I'm like, oh, I didn't know that required a response. Like, yeah, I got that. I enjoyed that. I'm bad that way, right? I feel like, oh, you sent it to me. I enjoyed it. Thank you. But if it's something that doesn't need immediate attention.
Like, you don't respond to every meme that you get sent or every link to a funny video. I'm the opposite. I'll text back immediately. Embarrassingly quickly.
You're quick, but it is handy. And in fact, I am a little inspired by your quickness.
It's because if my phone isn't literally in my hand already, which 9 out of 10 times it is, it's like on the desk. It's like, what's that? 30 centimeters away from me?
It's right by you. Yeah.
So, and it's never, and that's it. So I don't have an excuse. And because I can do it from my computer as well. I'm embarrassed. So sometimes if I'm texting somebody I like, I'm like, okay, no, you can't text back right away. You pause for a minute, because otherwise you're going to look like you have a problem.
Oh my gosh, I love you. You don't have a problem. You're very efficient. Don't ever think you have a problem, Will. I love everything about you. But yeah, that's what I would say, Ralph. I would say, have an open discussion, figure out the strategies moving forward. But also, Ralph, I think sometimes we got to just check ourselves and go, you know what? Janine's not a quick answerer. And I will stop punishing her for that and accept that as part of Janine.
Yeah. You sometimes, it's just one of these modern day kind of personality traits is that people text back at different rates, and you've got to get over it. I mean, I think that there's definitely some crossover there with the previous question. I feel like that's a working environment. Somebody who talks a lot and somebody who takes a long time to reply to texts. There's something I think they should get together. Hayley, what kind of texter are you? Are you a fast replier, or are you a 5 to 10 working days kind of replier?
Depends how busy I am when you've sent it.
Probably not very.
He's snipey today.
It's Monday.
I'm always busy, producer.
Of course you are.
Just never have time for you.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, if I'm if I'm out and about, I might look at it and then reply a bit later. But usually, I reply pretty much straight away.
I like what you said, Allyson, about acknowledge that it's been received. Yeah.
I like what I said.
No, I like what Allyson said. Acknowledge that it's been received and be like, hi, I've seen this. I'll send you a proper response in a minute.
Yeah. So maybe just say to your friend, look, okay, you don't have time to engage, but just give me honestly, now I do. So when I moved to the UK, you may not know this, North America or the States or whoever is listening, but they answer everything at the end of texts, at the end of messages. They put X's, like kisses.
Oh, that's weird. I don't do that.
And it's definitely not something we do. We didn't do it in Canada. When I first came here, I was like, God, am I this hot? Like everyone's sending me kisses left, right, and center. I was like, well, look at this.
Do you not do that? No.
No, that is absolutely not done any. And I have to, I forget. So sometimes when I reply to Canadian messages, I'll add kisses and then I'll send it and I'll be like, no, wrong message to that person. Like, I don't want you getting the wrong idea. But now what I do is when my friend who used to hate that I will at least send her some kisses immediately to be like, I respond to you. It may not be the response that you want, but yes, I acknowledge you're there because I understand now it hurt her feelings. We had that talk, Ralph. That's what we did. Yeah.
I used to have a boss who used to send me kisses and I thought that was weird.
Well, I think
you wouldn't do that in real life.
No, you wouldn't do it in real life, but then I do think they're annoyed at me if I don't get kisses back. Do you know?
Yeah.
I don't even send kisses to my family. Sometimes if I back in the day when I used to have a boyfriend, sometimes I'd have to actively think to do it. Otherwise, they'd be like, "What's his problem?"
You're such a warm, approachable person, Will.
I'm just
full stop. End of sentence.
That's it. I'm just so full of love. There's actually cactus where my heart should be.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I have nothing further to say. That is the end of this message.
That is all. They're the facts. That's all you need to know. Call me if you have any questions.
Love it. Thank you, Producer Will.
Okay, shall I give you... Oh, no, you've just done a problem, Allyson. Let me have a problem. Give me a problem, because I'm so good at solving them. I think you really got it nailed.
No, but here's the thing. I like your answers because sometimes people are like, all right, Oprah, calm down with your communicate and everything.
What we really need to do is we really need to breathe together at the same time and listen. Just listen.
And you're like, just quit your job. Okay, here we go. Claire from Connecticut. Okay. My husband and I have recently moved to a touristy beach town. Very exciting, Claire.
Someone's doing well for themselves, Claire.
I know. Well done. Oh, and the second sentence, it's expensive to live here. We get it. You're doing well. Okay, sorry. My daughter's husband is a professional and flies here to work in this town for 2 or 3 days in a month. He makes very good money. God, Claire, is this a problem? Where is the problem? Okay. We welcomed him to stay with us here, but here's the problem. He's a moocher. Oh, this is why he does well for himself, because he's not spending money. He's a moocher. He never offers to buy food. He expects to drive my car for free and very seldom mutters a thank you. He is taking advantage of our hospitality, and we are tired of his ungratefulness. We would like him to contribute in some way, like buying food or taking us out for dinner or some sort of appreciation. He can certainly afford it. We are retired and on a fixed income. We are saving him hundreds of dollars by providing free room, free car, and free food. How do we handle this? Hayley, What do you think? I love that Billy has already jumped in. Ooh la 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 la, Claire. Yeah, I'm with you, Billy. The first half of the paragraph is just we're wealthy, we're wealthy. Okay, Hayley, what do the wealthy people do?
Okay, so the son-in-laws basically using their car, eating their food. I mean, I'd pay for. I mean, I don't know. I just tell him. I don't really know. I mean, this is terrible radio, Hayley. Just stammering for 10 minutes, thinking about what I would do. I'm just getting annoyed thinking about it because I would tell him to get lost and that you'll find another suitable partner for your daughter. And if your daughter says no, I'm going to leave with him, then you will say, listen, I've got a particular set of skills, and we will find you, and we will bring you home and find you a new partner. I haven't got time for that. Surely the daughter can see what he's doing as well, can they? Maybe you should have a little sit down with your daughter and say, look, have you noticed that he's driving my car again? Have you noticed that he's feeding you with our food?
Yes, Hayley, that's exactly what I was going to say, actually. So I was going to say, Claire, maybe it's time to have a little chat with your daughter. Like, if you don't know how to approach it with the husband, I think it's time to say to your daughter, hey, we need to talk a little bit about things because, we feel we love him. And, we've set up this great life, but we could use some contributions. So I would start with her. Then the other thing you could do is, I mean, if you feel brave enough, Claire, again, remember, these are conversations of love. This is not an attack. You could just say, hey, we love having you here. It's so great. However, we're on a fixed income. We're just wondering, can you chip in a little bit? Can you fill the car with gas? Maybe that's what you should do. Ask for specific things that you need done while he's there. Do you mind filling up the car? Could you go grab these groceries? If you maybe give him those cues.
Could you maybe pay the mortgage for the next 2 months?
Do you mind? Can you give us money? That is what we need.
Yeah.
But maybe he just needs a leader. Maybe he just needs someone to be like this, this, and this. Sometimes I think we get aggravated because we want people to read our minds. And unfortunately, they can't do that. So maybe being specific about some things that you could use while he's in town, that might help things.
Maybe do an Amazon wish list. Send it in.
Yes.
So these are the things that we need. How to help your daughter find a new boyfriend book. Just little hints, little tips.
My son-in-law is cheap. Just little hints here and there.
Little hints and tips is all you need. Welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show. If you've just joined us, we are doing our Agony Aunties section where we help/hinder you with your problems. If you've got a problem you'd like to help, we'd like us to basically ruin your lives, then get in touch. Allyson will help. I will not help in any way, shape or form. The command to give to your device is the word say, or you can hop on the internet to backchannel.tv. Get involved with the chat that way. If you're listening via just an audio device, the way to get involved with the chat is backchannel.tv. And you can have a little chat to us. We're here all morning until 8 a.m. Also, lots of other shows as well on Backchannel. We're here all day at 8 till 9. Oh, yeah. Live every day with Liv Harrison. She's here 8 till 9, 12 till 2. It's the Anthony Davis show. And at 2 till 4, it's your pal Hal with Hal Rudnick. We are here every morning until 8 a.m. So get involved with the chat. We are an interactive show here on Backchannel. And that was our Agonies Aunties section. I'm having problems speaking this morning, Allyson June Smith.
Well, we didn't address this, but everyone, dear sweet Hayley was away sick on Friday. She got a little ill, so today was the first day you started to feel like yourself, and we're so glad to have you back. I missed you. You know what? If the words come out, I don't care. It's just lovely to see your face and be with you again, Hayley.
Oh, Allyson, you are a delight, isn't she? This is why I'm friends with her, because she makes me feel better.
I'm just trying to make her feel better before we get into true and false, where we destroy one another and compete.
Yeah, we do get a bit competitive in that. Yeah, I've been very poorly this weekend. Don't worry, you can't catch it because you're watching me via a device. But Allyson, I might knock on later and see how you are. No, stay away. I don't know what's been wrong with me. I've been terrible. I've been bedbound. And my poor partner's had to basically do everything all weekend. And I'm not saying I've milked it, but I've really been Really been
Good
making
on
sure.
ya. That's what you got to do. If you're not feeling well, it is your right to milk things. Can I ask you this? If you're not feeling well, what are the things that you need that make you start to feel better? Like for me, chicken soup. Even if I don't feel like eating, I always have a little chicken soup. It just reminds me, my mom would always bring me, for our US listeners, Lipton chicken noodle soup. That was my favorite. But chicken soup. I also like hot drinks. I always do like hot lemon and honey. Is there anything that you do when you're not feeling well, Hayley?
No. So that's the end of that segment.
If you're listening and if you have any suggestions of things that might make Hayley feel better the next time she's not feeling well, please let us know. Say to your device, say, Hayley, drink some hot water and lemon.
No,
yeah.
I tell you what I like, and this is again like something. It's when you're in your youth, isn't it? And your parents sort of look after you when you're poorly. My mum always used to bring me like egg custard. Do you know those cakes?
Oh,
like
yes.
an egg custard cake. I always used to get them, so they always seem to make me feel a little bit better. It's all psychosomatic, isn't it? I guess. Billy said lemonade always makes him feel better for some reason.
Yeah,
Fresh
a little
lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just basically need it. I slept so much this weekend. I woke up and I was like, "What year is it?" Do you know when you like you like sleep really heavy and you wake up and you think, "Oh my God, I'm in the future." Expect to like pull the curtain back.
I'm on space. I'm in space. My baby's floating. It's it's great.
That's like Jeff Bezos' holiday home in space. Yeah, if you've got any tips, what makes you feel better, maybe they can help with us. Like Allyson said, get in the chat. The way to do so is backchannel.tv. If you are listening via an audio device, hop onto backchannel.tv. You can leave us a little message that way. Or if you're watching via the visual feed, hello, aren't you lucky? You get to see our beautiful faces. Mine is that white at the minute. I have been very ill. It's not the lighting. The command to give to your device there is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us. So, yes, Allyson is right. It is time for a game of true or false. Here on the Hayley and Allyson show, we get a little bit competitive with this. We would like you to help us out, though, because it's not just me versus Allyson. It's myself versus Allyson and everyone listening at home as well. It's a three-way conversation. Glad I got that last word out. So what's going to happen is we're going to read each other a series of true or false questions. Simple as that. And then we would like you to participate as well. Get involved. The command to give your device is the word say, or hop on backchannel.tv and take part in the game that way. I really need your support because I lost last week and I am still furious about it. Maybe that's what sent me ill.
I was just going to say that's what got you sick. Exactly.
That's what got me sick. Losing.
Hayley does not like losing. I used to not be a very competitive person, and then I started working with Hayley, and now I'm competitive. So this is what happens. So let's start this off. True and false. Hayley, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first? Whichever you want.
Okay. Because you know when you watch game shows and you're like, oh, if they would have gone first, they would have had easier questions.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go first. So you ask me the first question.
Here we go. So it is a bit of a space theme. We did not mean for this to even happen, but producer Will was in a spacey mood when he wrote these. So here we go. True or false? As part of their training, NASA staff watched the disaster movie Armageddon. Is that true or is that false? As part of their training, NASA staff watched the disaster movie Armageddon. If you think you know the answer, say to your device, say true or false. Give us what you think, Hayley, or backchannel.tv and join us that way. Hayley, what do you think? Armageddon, is that something that NASA staff is forced to say? Billy said, nah, that's crap. They don't have time for it. Billy is very strong in his opinions. Hayley, what are you thinking? True or false? What are you thinking?
Okay. They watched the disaster. I think that's probably true, just because I tell you what, years ago, I was like doing sort of acting at college, and we took part in like a disaster day for like the medics and stuff. To like, we had to pretend to be like victims of something that happened just so they could do all the training and stuff. So I can imagine them sort of, it's probably that on a budget, isn't it? Just to stick a film on, see how they deal with it. So I'm going to go true.
I'm going to go true. You're going to go true. Okay, so she does believe that NASA trainees watch the film Armageddon. And you know what, Hayley? Welcome back. You are absolutely right. Is true. Billy, can you believe it? NASA staff, they are made to watch the movie Armageddon in prep. That is definitely the day that the is hungover. The instructor is hungover, and he's like, "Today is Armageddon Day, everyone. We are watching this movie." Well done, starting things off on a good note. We're so happy to have you back. Hayley has won a point. It is true. They do watch it. Well done, Hayley. You're
Thank you,
in.
Allyson June Smith. Have you wrote my little number down on the post-it?
I did. On the official orange post-it, you will see, for those of you seeing on the thing, I've dropped it. There is a 1 beside H, and there is still nothing beside the A. This is the official score sheet.
This is the official score sheet. Thank you, Allyson June Smith. Okay, here we go. True or false? Get involved on the chat. Visit backchannel.tv. If you're listening via an audio device, you can get involved that way on your phone, backchannel.tv. Or if you're watching via the visual feed, where you can see my hair slowly getting worse and worse throughout this show, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by true or false. So, Allyson June Smith, true or false? True or false?
True or false? True or false? Yeah.
True or false? NASA will pay you to lie in bed for months at a time. Oh,
I know. Well, look, here's the thing. I just want it to be true. So I'm going to say true. NASA will pay you to lie in bed for months at a time. I'm going to imagine this is some sort of an experiment, something. Oh, I bet you it has something to do with if your body, the muscles, because when you're in gravity, you use your muscles left, so they get weaker and weaker. So I wonder if they're doing some sort of testing on people to just like stay put, don't use any muscles, lie. Let's see what happens to your body, and then when you come back, we say. So I'm going to say true. I think NASA will pay you to lie in bed for months at a time.
I mean, how do you get that work if that is true? That would, because that's basically, I lost a weekend worth of work this weekend by being poorly. I could have got paid if I was working.
You could have been working. I could have been working.
Yeah. Let's have a look. You said, what did you say? True.
I said true. Billy is also with me. He is on true. Yeah. Let's see, Billy. Are we right?
NASA will pay you to lie in bed for months at a time. It is true, Allyson.
Yes.
Yeah, NASA conducts bed rest studies to see how the body adapts to weightlessness. So the participants must eat, exercise, and even shower lying down. And this causes their bodies to adapt as if they were in space. And they're continuously monitored to understand how their bodies change and why.
Come on.
Shower lying down.
I was 100% correct. Can we just take a moment and relish in that? I even figured out the purpose of why that is. I'm pretty proud of myself right now, Hayley. I know Hayley is. You can hear her eyes roll. But the truth is, everyone, I am very pleased. But yeah, Hayley, I'm with you. What a great job. Could you shower in bed? I guess what? They'd strip all the linens off the bed. And
I don't think you just lay in a
rolled in and yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to be waterproof sheets.
Your partner just comes in and throws buckets of water on you once a day. There you go. You're cleaned.
You're done. There we go. All right. Give me another one.
Okay. Here we go. So true or false? In 1991, true or false? In 1991, there were 60,000 jellyfish orbiting Earth.
Okay. Let me just count how many I seen in 1991. 2. Hang on, might be a minute. 4, 8. I mean, how? At least with your one, you could work out a bit of logic. How am I meant to get this right? In 60,000 jellyfish orbiting the Earth? I don't know. Oh. I mean, can someone help me out? Oh, here we go. Billy said space monkeys and space jellies. Not helping me out. This is a true or false game. Get involved with the chat. If you have a visual device, the command to give to your device is the word say, or if you're listening via the audio device, the way to get involved to play the game is the command, is to visit backchannel.tv. You can get involved in the chat that way. Help me out here. True or false? In 1991, there were 60,000 jellyfish orbiting the Earth. Oh, God. Okay. I'm just going to go false.
Yeah, Billy's with you too. He said false. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
If anyone else has any idea, please let us know. Join in. We are interactive. Hayley is going false. Billy believes false. Anyone else? Anyone else? All right. Well, guys, in 1991, there were 60,000 jellyfish orbiting Earth.
How could they know that, though?
Because
precisely 60, there might have been 60,001 or...
Well, this is true, but on June 5th, 1991, the crew of the Space Shuttle Columbia lifted off with almost 2,500 baby jellyfish in their stead as part of a life sciences experiment.
I just don't think that they can say that that's the exact number, so therefore I haven't lost. You can't, though, can you? You can't say that's the exact number. No.
She does not accept defeat, everyone. She is.
I don't see why I should have to if the facts we're getting are incorrect. Anyway, we're playing true or false here on the Hayley and Allyson show. Get involved. The way to do so, if you're watching via the visual feed, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by true or false. Or if you've got a fact, you can say that as well. Or if you're listening via an audio device, the way to get involved, the best way to join the chat is visit backchannel.tv on your phone, and you can get involved with the game that way as well. Thank you for listening. If you are, we are playing true or false. Allyson, true or false?
True or false?
True or false? True or false? NASA was once sued for trespassing on Mars. Is that true or false?
NASA was once sued for trespassing on Mars. Well, that is interesting. I don't really know how that could happen, but you know what? The fact that that is even a true or false, I'm going to say true. I bet you there's some weird law out there where if you don't state that you're going to, or your intentions are not, I bet you that would be trouble. I'm going to say true. I'm going to say true. NASA was once sued for trespassing on Mars. That's what I'm saying. If there's any lawyers listening right now, please let me know. Say your device. Say, Allyson, you are ridiculous. Anyone can go to Mars. I think it is true. I think NASA was once sued for trespassing on Mars. I'm going to say true.
If you would like to have a guess before I reveal the answer, the way to do so, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by true or false, or jump on backchannel.tv. Get involved with the chat that way if you're listening via an audio device only. NASA was once sued for trespassing on Mars. Is that true or is that false? Do you know what, Allyson? I got told off once visiting the Hollywood sign in LA, because we went the wrong way, and then the big voice comes over the tannoy, like, step away from the sign. Da, 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 da.
Oh, wow. It wasn't clearly marked which way to go. That's
crazy. Well,
it
was. I mean, we were basically going over rubble, and we needed special equipment to climb it up. So, no, we never. But it was. We were off the track, put it that way. But there you go. But did NASA once get sued for trespassing on Mars? Allyson said true, and she was right. Well done, Allyson. Yep, 3 men from Yemen. That is the follow-up to the film 3 Men and a Little Baby. It's not. 3 men from Yemen claimed they had inherited the planet from their ancestors thousands of years ago. Unsurprisingly, the court did not take the claim seriously.
That is a surprise. That is a real surprise.
Oh yeah, do you know that? Yeah, I inherited it. Yeah, do you not remember? I got it. I got Mars in a will. There you go. The NASA they were attempted to be sued, but they never actually got sued, did they? So technically, you're not right, and I'm still winning.
Well, I mean, even if you have gotten the other one correct, which you didn't. I know you want it to be. We would be tied at this point. Technically, I have won this game, but if you got the other one correct, we would be tied. So I say we stop here. I say I'm the winner.
No, we've got a few more rounds here. If you would like to get involved, the way to do so, like I say, the command to give to your device is the word "say." If you're watching via the visual feed, or if you're listening on an audio only device, the way to get involved is to visit backchannel.tv. And let's have another question, please, Allyson, so I can redeem myself.
Okay. Yes, we are in the true and false section of our show, but do stick around because we have a variety of other things still coming up. We're going to be talking a little Britney Spears, a little divas. We've got What Celebrity Am I? We've got tons coming up in the next hour. We are true and false. I'm going to ask Hayley another true or false question. Please feel free to get involved. All right. Before a mission, astronauts are able to choose from a menu of freeze-dried food, including a McDonald's Big Mac meal. Is that true or is that false? Before a mission, astronauts are able to choose from a menu of freeze-dried food. Try saying freeze-dried food 3 times fast. Freeze-dried food. I can't do it. Freeze-dried food, including a McDonald's Big Mac meal. What do you think? Is that true or is it false, Hayley?
I don't know. I think I need to hear you say freeze-dried food just one more time.
Freeze-dried food. Freeze-dried food.
Yeah, I've got it.
I've got it now.
I know that they do have freeze-dried food in space. I can't imagine there being a Mackey's. But then it wouldn't surprise me because you can get anything freeze. I mean, does anyone, Billy saying no way? He thinks that's false. Okay, I'm going to go with Billy then. Let's go with Billy.
Yeah. I like Billy's vibe, so I trust. Before a mission, astronauts are able to choose from a menu of freeze-dried food, including a McDonald's Big Mac meal. False. Astronauts choose from a core menu of over 200 items before they leave on their mission, but unfortunately, a Big Mac meal is not one of them. You were right, Hayley.
Thank you, Billy. There you go. Redeeming myself.
Helping her out. I thought you were my friend, Billy. All right. It's not a competition. Yes, it is. All right. We're into true or false.
What's the score now?
Okay. It is now 2-2. So
okay, let's finish the game there. So,
if I get this one, I win. No, we're not finishing it there. We're not ending on a tie. Only Will and I can end on a tie because Will is not a part of this competitive nature. You and I, we have to go till the end. So one more question.
One more question. This is it. True or false?
True or false?
True or false? True or false? All of the other planets in the solar system could fit between the Earth and the Moon.
Oh no, this is a real space question.
I don't know why I don't know, like they're going to be having them on a sandwich or something. All of the other planets in the solar system could fit between the Earth and the Moon, but is that true or is that false, Allyson June Smith?
I'm going to say true, only because whenever you do the diagram, it's like all the planets are around, and I feel like the moon is the furthest one out, so I feel like all the planets are circulating around the Earth. Yeah, I'm going to say it's true. I'm saying it's true. If there's science experts out there, I'm sorry. I'm not a science person, but my instinct says true.
Okay. And is that your final answer?
That is my final answer, unless Billy comes on and sways me. But Billy, I think I'm going with true. I think all the other planets can fit between Earth and the moon. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going with true, Hayley.
She's going with true. Are you sure? You're definitely sure?
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
I'm 100% sure, Hayley. Definitely. I have that diagram in my head. I can't.
Definitely don't want to change your answer.
I definitely. Oh, don't be a trickster. Don't do this to me. You know my instincts. Part of me is like, she's really giving me a go. Or is she baiting me? I'm sticking with my initial answer. I'm going true, Hayley.
Okay. You sure you don't want to? Okay. So, yeah, the answer is true. There you go. You've won the game. Blah, blah, blah. That Hayley. Was the end of true or false. Let's move on to another section straight away.
She's very good at dealing with loss. She's exceptional. Hayley, it's okay. I mean, just because I won the start of the week, just because I've started off on a really strong foot, does not mean that you can't catch up. And, the rest of the week, you could win every game. Why am I giving a pep talk to my competitor, everyone? What is happening in this?
Because you're Canadian, that's why.
Because
Hey,
I want to keep
listen, we can all work together. We can make this right. Allyson June Smith. Well done, Allyson. She's took the lead. Join us tomorrow for a game of True or False, and let's see if you can help me out tomorrow. That would be lovely. Here we go. Thank you for joining us on the Hayley and Allyson show. We are here until 8 a.m. Like Allyson said, plenty more coming up for the next hour. We are going to be discussing divas, the biggest divas in the music industry, not just in general, because we would be on there, but in the music industry. If you've got a favourite diva, let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say, or hop on backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved that way. Let us know who your biggest diva is, who your favourite diva is, because we might be doing some facts about those later. And we're going to be playing What Celebrity Am I? I'm going to give you a series of clues and see if you can work out what celebrity the person is we're talking about. We've got a lot of fun packed rest of the show, Allyson June Smith. Lots to pack in there to distract me from losing.
Well,
Britney Spears is the reason we're talking divas, Allyson. Sorry, I should say this is because Britney Spears' conservatorship has been brought to an end after 13 years.
Yay!
Yes, look, Britney.
And this is a big deal, just because, if I may say, everyone, whether you're a Britney person or not, you're like, oh, the saga of Britney. But the truth is, I mean, this is one of the rare cases where somebody has had control over somebody else's money. And in fact, I mean, there's a lot of talk around, would this have happened if Britney had been a boy? Would it have been the same if it wasn't a boy? So it is a little bit of that. So the fact that she has now regained control of her finances, we're very happy. We're delighted. It should have been that way. Well done. I'll say this. I think if you have a load of money, though, it's always good to have people to, get investors, get people who know money. If I ran into a bunch of money, if all of a sudden I could get, with my career, and my father keeps all my money. No, he doesn't. I would still want someone to help me out a bit. So I'll say that. It's just the thought that you didn't have access to your own money. I mean, that's what's upsetting. So we're very happy for Britney, and we are celebrating.
We are celebrating, yes. And producer Will told us a lovely story. Producer Will, would you mind telling everyone else the way that the story was broke? Where was this?
So it was my friends who are out. Obviously, Britney is considered one of the is considered like a gay icon. She's one of our beloved. I don't know what you'd say. I'm going to use the word icon. So, and I think by the time the news broke, it was Friday night here in the UK. So all my friends who were out dancing in the bars, they were like, the DJs, they just stopped the music, made the announcement about Britney, and then just played Britney songs for the rest of the night. Just Britney, non-stop Britney for the rest of the evening, which I think is a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. So fun. Yeah, I love that. But although if you'd been there all night and you're like, this is the 14th time I've heard Lucky, you'd be like, oh.
Yeah, but there'd be so many remixed versions of it that I'm up for that. Sometimes I enjoy. Do you remember when you used to be able to buy, Will, I don't know if you've heard of this, but they were called cassette tapes?
Oh, I've heard tales of such things. Yes. I think I perhaps saw one in a museum once.
Yeah, you did. If you mean my house, yes, that is a museum. So there were cassette tapes. And what you could do is you could buy a cassette tape that had like 6 different remixed versions of one song. So you could literally be like, I love this song. And then it would be like, here's all the remixed versions. And quite frankly, never got tired. There were sometimes I enjoyed the one remixed version of one song than the whole album. I preferred that. I really enjoyed it. So I could hear Lucky 4 times over as long as it was different beat, different changes. Yeah.
So you can still listen to the song on repeat. You're just listening to a slightly different version of it.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Slow version, peppy version, hip hop version.
Disco remix.
Yes.
Acoustic version. Well, we have got, there's an article in The Guardian that has listed Britney's 30 greatest songs of all time. They've ranked them. They've done an article on it, and these are the 30 greatest Britney songs according to theguardian.com. Now, number 1 isn't what I thought it would be. Do you want to take a guess what they say the greatest Britney song is?
I would say Hit Me, Baby. What is that? Hit Me?
Well, that's what I would have guessed as well, but it's not. If you can take a guess what you think The Guardian listed the the greatest Britney song of all time. The command to give to your device is the word say, or hop on backchannel.tv and have a guess that way. Because they said, and it's not even number 2. Baby One More Time was in at number 3.
Oh, Billy jumped in. Toxic. I'm with you, Toxic. That is a catchy tune, banging video.
Also, very attentive air stewardess. I don't think I've ever had one that's paid that much attention. Never seen an air stewardess as visual as them. Usually they're sat on the front, cardigan on.
That's what ruined the video for Hayley. She could not suspend her disbelief for long enough to get through the video. She was like, I have not once been off in the dancing version.
No, yeah. Never happened. Never been given a sick bag with a shimmy. Number 1, according to The Guardian, is Stronger. Britney's Stronger tune from 2000. They said any song that begins with a foghorn ought to be applauded. I don't know if that's the way to pick your number 1, but
do you know what I bet
you? Basically, it's because she's saying she's stronger.
Yeah, exactly. She's stronger than yesterday. Ain't nothing gonna stand in her way. Oh my God, I wish I could sing right now, but I'm not allowed to sing these lyrics on the air. This is what's so hard. That's why it was so hard on Friday, Hayley, the musical themed Friday. Oh my God, I couldn't sing and it broke my heart. Stronger, number 1, classic.
Listen, speaking of Theme Friday, so we do a Theme Friday every week on the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will. We pick a topic on a Friday. We stick with that topic. We theme the whole show around it. Fridays was musicals. I missed that one because I was poorly, unfortunately, but I am gutted because I love musicals. But if you've got a theme for this week, let us know what you would like it to be. We're saving Christmas. We're saving that. Don't worry. But what could we do a theme about? Let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say. Hop on backchannel.tv as well to get involved with the chat that way. Let us know. Otherwise, I will be thinking of one, and it's not going to be for everyone's taste. Is all I'm saying. We could do a Britney theme Friday. Could do, couldn't we?
We could.
2 hours of that might be slim pickings, but Britney theme Friday, we could do that. Biggest divas, Madonna. I mean, who do you think the top 10 biggest music divas are of all time, Allyson June Smith?
All time. Okay, so I think about my life growing up, and my first 2 picks would have to be Whitney Houston and Madonna. Okay, so Whitney Houston and Madonna, I'm putting on that list. Cher, obviously, putting on that list. Dolly Parton, I'm going to put on that list as well, because I think Dolly is an absolute icon. Those would be my top picks out of the gate. Out of the gate, straight away, you were like, bam, 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 I've got my list of divas. Yeah, I'm obviously Cher, is it? So this is a list from an article called liveabout.com. These are the 10 biggest divas according to them. Obviously, Cher is on there. Biggest one, though, and I can't believe we both missed this one. When you say the word diva, who do you think of? Mariah Carey. Sorry,
yes.
I can't believe I even took a moment. Of course, from the first time I heard Love Takes Time, I mean, you know, we were in. Those notes that she could hit. I believe both her parents were opera singers. That is why she is so skilled in her level of singing. Billy was on top. Yeah, Billy agrees. Dolly Parton should definitely be on that list. I'm with you, Billy. She does so many good things. But Mariah Carey, absolutely the definition of diva. She is a diva.
I mean, the picture that they've put up, so they've got number 1 diva is Mariah Carey, and they've put a picture in the article up. And in the article, she's basically holding a Swarovski crystal mic stand. So if that doesn't sum up diva, then the microphone is just covered in crystals. I mean, me and Allyson, professional comedians, we do plenty of gigs. I don't think I've ever had a crystal microphone.
Oh my gosh, but I want one now that it's out there. I want one. I sometimes take my own mic to gigs now, ever since the Pando. I've decided to have my own little microphone. And so, I mean, maybe I'll bedazzle my microphone. Maybe I'll jewel it out with Swarovskis. No, I won't. It'll be cheap. Pound shop or loony store little sparkles.
You wouldn't be leaving the venue with it at the end of the day. That's what would happen there.
Not some of the clubs I play. They'd be like, no. But yeah, I mean, definition of diva is Mariah Carey. Who else? Who else is on the list? Let me know.
So as listed, Cher, obviously. Celine Dion.
Oh, yeah.
Aretha Franklin.
I love her. I love her hit. Aretha Franklin, great.
Whitney, as you said. Janet Jackson.
Janet, yeah.
Madonna, obviously. So many good divas. Diana Ross, oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If
No,
you
Dolly. Is Dolly not on there though?
Well, Barbara Streisand's number 9 and number 10 was Donna Summer. She didn't make this list, Dolly. Well, this list is subjective. It's just one person's opinion on liveabout.com website. If you would like to tell us a diva that we didn't feature, then let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by who your favourite diva is and why. My friend went to watch Madonna in concert, and I think she was 2.5 hours late.
That's
like
diva.
That.
That's diva through and through.
I mean, there's 10 minutes late, an hour late is pushing it. 2.5 hours late is pretty bad for. There you go. I watched Kanye West in concert, and speaking of divas, I watched Kanye West, and this is years ago now, and the tech wasn't working properly. So the video didn't show at the same time it was meant to show, and he started it again. He's like, no, we're going to do this again. And he did it 3 times. He did it 3 times. So partway through the song, he'd go, no, start again. And everyone's like, oh, God, well, we've got trains. We've got public transport to catch. I'm enjoying the show, but let's wrap this up.
I appreciate your art, but, babysitter doesn't care about your art. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's move this along, Kanye. But there you go. If you've seen a diva moment. Oh, yeah.
I saw Janet, and if I can do this for a second, Jackson, who was phenomenal because Janet Jackson is an all-round entertainer. She is a dancer. She is a singer. She is an actress. She emotes emotions. And it was really fun, too, because our seats could see backstage and then the front of the stage, like we were almost right on the side. And at first I was like, oh, well, that's not... But I loved it because there's so much spectacle in her show. You could see everyone getting all the stuff ready, all the dancers lining up. So it was really fun for me to be able to see like what's about to happen and then it on stage. And she was phenomenal. We did cry. My sister and I cried at one point. Yeah.
Is that when you were in the car park and you realised how much you had to pay afterwards? You're like, oh.
That's exactly it.
It's almost the same price as a concert ticket. Oh.
I only bought 1 drink and now I'm broke. That's what it was. No, it was phenomenal. Well, that's a good little list. I quite like that list.
Yeah, if you've seen someone in concert and you've seen something diva-ish, then let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say. So your little device in the quote that you're watching us on, that you can visually see us, the command to give is say, followed by whatever you've seen in concert that you thought was a little bit diva-ish. Or the way to get involved as well on the chat if you're listening via an audio device is backchannel.tv. You can get involved that way. We're going to be playing a game very shortly called What Celebrity Am I? And we're going to be giving you a series of clues. And we want you to guess who you think the celebrity is. It's an interactive game. Get involved here on the Hayley and Allyson show. Like I say, we've got shows throughout the whole day here on Backchannel. So do stick around. If you're working from home, you can have us on in the background, watching us, listening to us. At 8 till 9 today, there will be the Liv Harrison show, Live Every Day. At 12 till 2, it's the Anthony Davis show. And at 2 till 4, Hal Rudnick is here with his show, Your Pal Hal. All interactive shows. The Backchannel is the only place to listen, watch, and interact via your device. So do so. Do so. Too many do's in that sentence. Just readjusting to being out of bed because I've been poorly all weekend. So this is the first time I've actually spoke properly all weekend, you know.
Hayley's been hired by NASA to just lay in bed and do nothing for 2 days.
Oh,
no,
I wish I'd lost all my work. Being self-employed when you were... Anyway, let's not go into that rant. But NASA, if you do want to hire me, I'm great at lying in bed, especially when poorly. Can do a really good job. Probably get a few recommendations.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. From the jobs I've slept in on, yeah, we definitely recommend this one for sleeping.
Do you know what though? My partner, he's been really good. Don't get me wrong, but like after about 2 days, he was like, "Oh, when's this going to end?" Like, like it's just like, okay, right now you need to start getting better now because this is tedious. But yeah, 2 days here. Listen, it's time for a game of What Celebrity Am I? Not me, obviously, because I'm not. I've not even got a Wikipedia page. But what celebrity are we talking about? We're going to give you a series of clues, and we want you to guess who you think the celebrity is we are talking about. The way, like I say, as always on Backchannel, to get involved, the command to give to your device is the word say, or hop onto backchannel.tv and do a little guess that way. First clue, what celebrity am I? What celebrity am I? I was born on August the 11th, 1965, in the town of St. Matthews in South Carolina.
Ooh, they also studied at Juilliard. Oh, so we have a mature, finally, I was going to say finally acting studied, but that does not make sense, everyone. So don't listen to that. They trained in performance at Juilliard, is what I meant to say. There we go. So trained at Juilliard, born August 11th, 1965, in the town of St. Matthews in South Carolina. Now, look, if you're a big fan, you may already know. You may already know who this is, but we'll give you a few more clues. What else do we have here, Hayley? We've got...
explain what Juilliard is, because I don't know what that is.
Juilliard, it's a school. It's a university, and it's a... Well, I mean, I could tell you all about it, but producer Will probably will start Googling and find more efficient information.
The only reason I know is because I gave it a cheeky Google yesterday when I put the show together.
It's a very fancy acting school, isn't it?
It's a very fancy school in New York City, very exclusive, very difficult to get into, only for, the best and brightest. I'm sure if I was more prepared, I'd have a list of all of the actors that went there, but alas.
So it's like our RADA. So we have a prestigious. There you go. Good morning. Here till 8 a.m. Yes, we have a school called RADA here, which is quite prestigious in that way. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, producer Will.
Thank you, Will. So studied at Juilliard. Yes.
Yeah, which celebrity? If you listen, you can be in with a chance of winning. The chance to be right. So
the satisfaction of knowing that you are the smartest. Yes.
The most smartest. You can be that. The way to do so, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess. Who is the celebrity? Her first credited film role was in the 1996 film The Substance of Fire, where she played a nurse. But who is the celebrity? Get your guesses in. Command to give to your device is the word say, or hop on backchannel.tv via your phone.
Let's see, do we have any guesses yet? Oh, we've had a few people. Yeah, a few people taking some guesses. I do like that you're taking some wild, because born 1965, St. Matthews, California, studied at Juilliard. Her first credited film role was 1996. The Substance of Fire, where she played a nurse. Let's give you a little bit more. In June 2003, now this is a big one, she married Julius Tenen. So Julius Tenen is her husband. Her first ever Oscar nomination was for her performance in Doubt, where she only had lines in one scene. Oh, Billy's back again. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
She got an Oscar nomination and she only had lines in one scene. So that's pretty impressive.
That's that Juilliard training coming right on through. That is why she won that right away. Billy said Meryl Streep. Good guess, Billy. I do like your thinking. We're not going to give it away yet because we want everyone else to be guessing. But thank you, Billy, for being on it. What else? What are some other? Yes, go ahead.
Well, can I just, speaking of Meryl Streep, thank you for your guess, Billy. Someone said to me once, a makeup artist, she said, "Oh, do you know who you look like? You look like Meryl Streep." And at the time, I was only like 20. And I remember thinking, and she seen me go like that, and she went, "Oh, a young Meryl Streep." I was like, yeah. I should hope so.
I should hope you're not like, you look like.
Don't get me wrong, Meryl Streep's. I don't want to look like it's not a compliment when you're saying you look like someone a lot older than you. Have you ever had like that sort of secondhand compliment?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Secondhand compliments.
Well, like obviously, I'm like, oh, it's Meryl Streep. I'm, you know, that's nice. But then she was like, Meryl Streep's in her 70s. How old is Meryl Streep? I was going to ask my device then, but I can't. So relax. The second best thing, Will.
Will is our device.
Will is our device. Will, how old is Meryl Streep? Anyway,
take your bets.
60s.
Yeah, I'm going to say 65.
72.
Wow, beautiful.
Gorgeous Meryl Streep.
Yes, but
Stunning,
you don't want to look like her when you're in your 20s. So, Meryl Streep, if you're listening, I adore you. And apparently we look alike. Meryl Streep. So I'm getting distracted. We are playing Guess the Celebrity. It's got to remind myself that before I go off.
Fine, it happens. We'll do a little recap here. This celebrity was born 1965 in the town of St. Matthews in South Carolina, studied at Juilliard. Her first credited film role was in the 1996 film The Substance of Fire, which she played a nurse. In June 2003, she married her beloved Julius Tenon, and her first ever Oscar nomination was for her performance in Doubt, where she only had lines in one scene. Okay.
But all the other actors that were in every scene never got an Oscar nomination. We're like, fuming. One scene.
So mad.
In 2012, Glamour magazine named her the Film Actress of the Year. She was also named by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential people in the world. But which celebrity are we talking about? Get your guesses in. If you're listening on an audio device, the way to get involved is to hop on backchannel.tv. You can join in the chat that way. You can have a little guess on backchannel.tv on your phone, or if you're watching via a visual device, the way to do so is the command to give to your device is the word say. Who is the celebrity we are talking about? We've given you some clues there. Get your guesses in. We've had Meryl Streep so far. But who is the actress? I can see that two of you have got the actress's name correct. I'm not going to say who that is now. And if you get this right, you can win. What can they win?
The satisfaction of knowing that they know trivia.
Exactly that. And what's a better gift than the gift of smugness for the rest of the day? So here we go. I'll give you a few more clues. She has been nominated for 4 Primetime Emmy Awards, 5 Golden Globes, and 3 Oscars, and a partridge in a pear tree. She's won one of each of these awards. I mean, this is impressive stuff, isn't it?
Very impressive. Come on.
She made Emmy history in 2015 when she became the first African-American woman to win the award for lead actress in a drama series. And in 2017, she was given a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But who are we talking about? Get your guesses in. The command to give to your device is the word say, or hop on backchannel.tv via your phone to have a guess that way. We'll give you one more clue and then we will let you know if you are right or not. A few of you getting the right answer now. Of course you are. Brilliant actress. Who are we talking about? Allyson, one more clue?
Yes. She has been nominated. Did you read that one? Am I repeating that one? No, she was also nominated for 3 Tony Awards during her career as of 2019. These nominations were for the plays 7 Guitars, King Headley II, and Fences. She got her Hollywood Walk of Fame star in 2017. First African-American woman to win the award for lead actress in a drama series. Come on, if that doesn't tell you, I don't know what will. I don't know what will. Will. No. Couple more guesses.
Yeah, we've got lots of answers coming through correctly. Anne, Mary, Liam, they have all got the answer right. Well done for doing so. You get to win a big old smug badge for the rest of the day. Thank you for guessing correctly. If you didn't guess right, unfortunately, Billy, you didn't get it right this time. But we've got another game tomorrow. You haven't lost anything at all.
You got more than one game tomorrow, Billy. Don't you worry. You can do it all again with us. We have enjoyed your company.
The answer, Allyson, who are we talking about?
The incredible, the amazing Viola Davis, everyone.
Yes.
Viola Davis. There we go. If you did not know, now you have learned little something for today. So don't feel if you didn't guess right that you've lost. You haven't, because you've gained some knowledge.
Exactly right. Viola Davis was the answer. Thank you for all of your guesses. And thank you to everyone who's took part today. We are an interactive show here on Backchannel. Shows throughout the rest of the day. Like I say, coming up now, between 8 and 9 is Live Every Day with Liv Harrison. And then the Anthony Davis show is on after that at 12 till 2. And then 2 till 4, it's your pal Hal with Hal Rudnick. Get involved with the rest of the shows here on Backchannel. But do make sure you come back to us. We set you free. But come back tomorrow morning, because we are here 6 till 8 a.m. with lovely producer Will, as always, doing our fact-checking or Googling that we don't have the ability to do on the show. We'll be back tomorrow, won't we, Ali, at 6 a.m. bright and early. So grab your coffee, come and have a little sit down and a chat with us and get involved with the show. And we shall look forward to seeing you then. Producer Will, do you want to say bye?
So long. See you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Bye.
Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.